I'm going to show you a series of very simple exercises to help to open the chest and release the neck. And for this you're going to need a towel and some rolled up socks. So if you want to pause this video you can go and get them. So this is 3 socks that have been rolled up together to form a kind of ball. And this is a fairly chunky hand towel that I've folded in half and rolled up as tight as you can. If you have a bolster or something else you can use that, but this is going to run down your spine, so it's quite nice to have this narrow band. And the other thing you're going to need is something like a book. You're going to need something like a book or a pillow. You're going to place the book onto the floor where your head's going to be, and that allows your neck to be extended so that your chin is not sticking up when you're lying down. And then you take yourself onto the floor. You may not need to use a book. It's an easy thing because you can adjust the height for you. You can use a pillow. It's entirely up to you. But you don't want to have your chin up and you don't want to have your chin down. So for the first exercise, we're just going to stretch, as I said, the rib cage and the shoulders are all connected. So this is a rib cage stretch. You could have your knees up, feet on the floor, and then bring your hands together and really clasp them tight. Take a breath in, and then as you breathe out, really clasping tight, take the arms back over the head. As far as you can, it may not be very far. If you don't clasp them, it's very easy. The more you clasp them, the harder it is to get your arms back. So they may only go this far, but as you breathe, you can actually hold the posture and allow them to go a little bit further. But please don't overstretch. And then again, just do that 3 times. Breathe in when you're in there, breathe out as you come out. Relax the hands, breathe in. Breathe out, you may only get them this far, that's fine. Keeping your shoulders down on the ground. Breathe out and hold. Breathe in, breathe out, see if you can get them any further without any strain. And next time you breathe out, bring them in and down. So the next exercise is resting. This is what you're going to use this for. For me, this isn't quite deep enough, but I'm going to demonstrate with this anyway. You're going to tuck it into your sacrum as you're sitting up, and then rest back onto it so that you're really lying in the middle of it. And this is where the book becomes important, because otherwise my chin's going to stick up. Make sure it's right in the middle and just lie there. It allows the chest, even this small amount of extra depth underneath the spine, allows the spine to relax. And you can at this point bring your legs down and really relax. And as you're doing this, just thinking that your spine is letting go, your rib cage is opening, your diaphragm is opening. If there's any pain, then it may be that this is too tight, too hard, or it may be that it's too bulky, or in the wrong position, which I think it is for me. It's not quite in the middle. It's better. And it's up to you whether you want to lie flat or whether you want to lie with your legs up. This puts a little bit more pressure on the back. If you've chosen a long pillow, you don't want it to be coming onto your neck. It should stop at the top of the shoulders, and it should stop before you get to your sacrum. So for me, this is quite a long towel, and it's just right, but for many people this would be too long. So you need a shorter hand towel. And while you're all lying there, I shall also get a bolster and show you how it feels if you're lying over a bolster. So getting up from this sort of position, always come to the side. So it's the same idea. You're lying with this just below your waist. Now you can probably see that's now too low for me. So I'm going to put that little ball of socks behind me. And this is opening the chest even more. I mean, not everybody has a bolster, so that's why I've demonstrated the towel first. So this is for you to do another time. And when you've had a few minutes there, you can stay here for up to 5 minutes. Roll to one side, take the bolster or the cushion away, and just lie back and feel the difference. You should feel that your rib cage is much flatter on the floor. And you'll also feel that this tight area at the top of the thoracic vertebrae is a bit softer, a bit flatter. But we can work a bit more on that. And this is where the ball comes in, this soft ball of socks. So if you just place it at the top of the thoracic vertebrae, so the bottom of the neck, if you're quite rounded there, you will need a higher pillow. So you don't want it to hurt, and you don't want your head to tilt back. So you might be lying like this, and what you're doing there is very specifically, in the same way as with the towel, you're very specifically connecting the bones of the vertebrae to a pressure. And what that does, by pushing them up, it allows the muscles that are keeping them there to relax. And again, you can stay here for a few minutes. I suggest about 30 seconds the first time you do it, to make sure it isn't hurting you. If your head is too low, this is actually going to be quite uncomfortable. So it's really important to have a pillow, to have a book or pillows, or have a few books till you get the right height for yourself. Slightly high for me because my chin's tilting down, that's to give you the idea. And just rest. Rest at this time is very important. We might think that we're not doing a lot, but are we actually resting? I just moved because I could feel that my whole spine was lengthening. And I just wanted to lift my pelvis so that I could flatten the back. Let the shoulders relax. If you don't have a lot of room in your house to do this, you could just put your hands here. And then roll to one side and bring that down. Now, I know now that I shall be able to put my head flat because my neck has lengthened. And my whole spine now is much flatter against the floor. I've showed an exercise before, which is to, for your neck, just to enable your neck to loosen. You release your jaw, make sure your jaw's not tight, do a few movements around. And then with your hand, you're going to, in a very small way, just push your head to one side and then pull it to the other. You're going to start really small. If you can't lift your arm up for any reason, use the opposite arm, or I'll show you an alternative which is quite remarkable. You can turn your eyes, and you can even do this with your eyes shut. If you just turn your eyes one way slowly, and then the other way slowly, and then the other way slowly, turn your eyes this way, that way. So if you can't turn your head because it's uncomfortable, that is a strategy, and it has the remarkable effect of activating the muscles without doing anything, a passive movement. But if you can use your hands, you can just gently move your head from side to side. As slowly as you like, and if your neck is very, very stiff, I recommend that you do it slower than this. You're not doing anything with your head. When I take it away, my head doesn't keep moving. If I keep doing that, I'm doing it. I don't want you to do that. It's about using your hand to take your head, and your hand takes your head. It takes a bit of getting used to. And the final one is it's a release for the occiput. So you bring your chin down. This is assuming that you're nice and extended at the back. And then holding your chin down, you just push your head back into the floor. And then release. Chin down. Push your head back a little bit. And then release. Sometimes it's easier to feel that, if you can, with your hands behind your head. So bring your chin down, push back into your hands, and release. It's a small movement again. Don't go really tight. It's a small movement. So chin down, head back into your hands, and release. You might want to try this again and see if that has helped. And relax and enjoy. when you get up, make sure that you push yourself onto your side before you get up. And thank you for joining me, and I hope you found those sessions useful.